In northern China, mantou are the most important staple food, holding a similar status to bread in Europe. However, its preparation method is very different from that of bread. Steamed buns require almost no other ingredients besides flour and yeast, and they are steamed, unlike bread, which is baked. Traditionally, the yeast used to make steamed buns is produced through the natural fermentation of flour. Now, more people are using industrial yeast. However, traditional yeast imparts a unique wheat aroma to steamed buns. So handmade steamed buns made with natural yeast fermentation are considered the most authentic. It is more sought after and rarer in industrialized modern society. Next, we will introduce the traditional method of making yeast. The first method: pour some fermented rice into a container, add an appropriate amount of flour and mix well. Then place it in a warm environment to wait for fermentation. After successful fermentation, add some dry flour and continue fermentation. Repeat the above steps until the fermented dough becomes relatively dry. Finally, divide the dough into small pieces, air dry them, and store them in a container. The second method: remove the pulp from the melon and put it in a bowl. Add an appropriate amount of flour and mix well. Place it in a warm environment and wait for it to ferment successfully. Then, follow the first method to expand the yeast dough. This is China's oldest and most primitive fermentation method. Now, let's begin the process of making steamed buns. If you are using industrial yeast, add 10 grams of yeast to 1 kilogram of flour. Mix well. Then add 500 milliliters of water. Mix well again and knead into a dough. For convenience, using a stand mixer to knead the dough will save more time. Finally, knead the dough into steamed buns. Let them rise in a warm place for 30 minutes. Then steam them for 30 minutes. The buns are now ready. If you are using traditional flour and yeast, first, soak 50 grams of yeast dough in 500 milliliters of water until softened. Then add 1 kilogram of flour and mix well, kneading into a dough. Let it ferment in a warm place for 12 hours. A stand mixer can be used for kneading dough. After the flour has finished fermenting, baking soda ash needs to be added. 2 grams of baking soda ash are needed per kilogram of flour. Dissolve the baking soda ash in water and knead it evenly into the dough. If the dough is too soft at this point, you'll need to knead in some dry flour until the dough reaches the right consistency. If it's suitable, you can use it directly. Next, we'll start making steamed buns with the dough. First, Knead the dough into a long strip, then divide it into small dough balls of the same size according to the size of the steamed buns. Place the small dough balls on the work surface. Following the method shown in the video, knead the dough into steamed buns. Steam in a steamer for 30 minutes, and the steamed buns are ready. Finally, let's carefully learn how to knead steamed buns by watching the video. If you don't think it tastes good enough, add sugar. If you still don't think it tastes good enough, add more sugar.